With us today, he's a journalism freshman, hoping to make breaking news with a big win today. From Ellicott, Maryland, please welcome Adam Herring. She's a junior studying fashion and wants to beat her opponent with style. From Hershey, Pennsylvania, please welcome Ashley Carmo. And here's your host, Sam Iacono.
All right, Ty, thank you very much, and welcome to another episode of No Brainer. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Before we start, let's go over some of the rules. There are 2 contestants. Each contestant will be facing off through 2 rounds of questioning. If a question is too difficult for a contestant to answer, they may transfer that question over to their opponent by using a brain freeze, which will force their opponent to answer. At the end of 2 rounds, whoever has the most points will be moving on to the money round, where they will have a shot at winning $100. So, with that said, let's meet the people who will be playing for that money. Adam, how are you today?
Excellent.
I understand you have lived in 3 different states that start with the letter M. Is that true?
That is true. I've lived in Maryland, where I live now, and then Minnesota and Massachusetts.
Minnesota. Are you a Vikings fan by any chance?
Oh, I am.
Nice. That makes 2 of us, so hopefully, well, they're not doing so well this year, but hopefully they can turn it around. Good luck with everything you do in the future. Let's go over to Ashley. How are you today?
Good.
That's good. I understand you are a fashion merchandise major. Is that true?
Yep.
Okay, what does that entail exactly?
Well, I am going to school to try to become a buyer when I graduate.
Okay, what's the buyer do?
They purchase all the merchandise that the store displays for the customers.
Okay, I got you. Cool. Cool. All right, well, good luck with that. We're going to get this game right underway. Adam, you will be going first because you won the coin toss backstage. Contestants, please remember, in this round, each question is worth 10 points, and you each have 1 brain freeze. So, with that said, let's begin the first round. All right, Adam, let's see that first question. How many degrees are in a circle? A, 90 degrees, B, 180 degrees, C, 270 degrees, or D, 360 degrees? You seem pretty confident with those last.
Yes, D, 360 degrees.
All right, is the answer 360? You got it for 10 points, your first 10 points of the game on your first question. We'll go over to Ashley and see how she can do with her first question of the game. All right, what do Girl Scouts sell to raise money? A, stocks and bonds, B, cars, C, Florida timeshares, or D, cookies? A lot of laughing, a lot of confidence laughs going on in these first questions.
Yeah, the answer is D, cookies.
All right, is cookies the answer we're looking for? There you go, 10 points over to you as well. 10-10 with the start of the game. Let's go back over to Adam for your next question. Who voiced the genie in Disney's 1992 Aladdin movie? Was it A, Robert De Niro, B, Robbie Coltrane, C, Robin Williams, or D, Robert Searles?
The answer is C, Robin Williams.
Okay, is Robin Williams the answer we need? There you go, another 10 points over to you. Great job. Let's go over to Ashley for her next question. What Star Wars movie was released first? Was it A, Episode 1, B, Episode 2, C, Episode 3, or D, Episode 4?
D, Episode 4.
All right, was Episode 4 the first Star Wars movie to be released? That's correct for 10 points over to you. You guys have both gotten your first 2 questions right, and we'll go back over to Adam for his next question. The Ugly Duckling is a what? A, duck, B, chicken, C, goose, or D, swan?
I'd have to go with answer C.
C, goose is the answer you're going with?
Yes, C.
All right.
Goose.
Is the Ugly Duckling a goose? Ooh, it's actually swan, which means your 10 points will go over to Ashley. First incorrect answer of the game. And we'll go back over to her for her next question. Which comic was written by Charles Schultz? Was it A, Garfield, B, Blondie, C, Dick Tracy, or D, Peanuts?
D, Peanuts.
You seem pretty confident about that. Was the Peanuts comic series written by Charles Schultz? There you go, another 10 points over to you. Great job. Let's go over to Adam for his next question. Who was Eric the Red? A, Norse explorer. B, Cincinnati baseball player. C, 1950s communist. Or D, Eric Cartman?
D, Eric Cartman.
All right, is the answer D, Eric Cartman? Ooh, it's actually Norse explorer, which means another 10 of your points will go over to Ashley, and we'll go back over to her for her next question. The United Nations flag is made with what colors? A, red and white. B, blue and white. C, green and white. Or D, orange and white?
I'm gonna go with A, red and white.
A, red and white? Okay, is red and white the answer we need? Ooh, it's actually B, blue and white, so Adam regained some of the points he missed in those questions. Right now, the score is 50-30. Ashley, you're over Adam 20 points, and we'll see if Adam can catch up and make that deficit 10 points with this next question. What is a birthstone for November? A, topaz. B, sapphire. C, diamond. Or D, ruby?
I'm gonna have to call a brain freeze on this one.
You want to switch it over to Ashley?
Yes, please.
All right, we'll go over to Ashley. What can you do with this question?
Okay, I'm gonna say A, topaz.
Okay, you seem pretty confident. Pretty confident about that, okay. Is topaz the birthstone for November? That is correct for another 10 points over to you. All right, that sound means it's the end of the first round, which means, Ashley, you have won the first round 60-30 over Adam. But Adam, you will have a chance to catch up in the second round and try to get back some of your 30-point deficit. But before we do that, let's go to Casey, who's in the field with some questions for some people around campus.
Hi, I'm Casey here for No Brainer at the library, and I am here with, what's your name?
Hannah Steele.
And what is your major here at IUP?
My major is Business Technology Support Training.
Oh, that's very interesting.
Yes.
What exactly do you do with that?
My BTSD class is like tearing apart computers and analyzing basically the inside of them and how you do that so far.
That's really interesting. That's really, actually really is interesting. So, just gonna ask you some questions.
All right.
All right, what is the birthstone for November? Is it A, topaz, B, sapphire, C, diamond, or D, ruby?
Well, I believe it's D, ruby, but I'm not sure. But that's my final answer on that one.
It's actually A, topaz, but that was a good guess.
Thank you.
All right, I am here with, what's your name?
Brooke.
And what is your major here at IUP?
I am a family and consumer science education.
All right, and what exactly are you planning on doing with that major?
Hopefully I'll be a teacher if everything turns around.
That's nice. We always need more teachers in the world. All right, so I'm just gonna ask you some questions here. What is the birthstone for November? Is it A, topaz, B, sapphire, C, diamond, or D, ruby?
Ruby?
Unfortunately, it is topaz, but that was a good guess. I probably would have guessed ruby too. It's a fall thing.
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for sticking with us and welcome back to No Brainer. We're suiting up for the second round. Adam, you were down 30 points to Ashley, 60-30, which means you will be going first in the second round. Are you ready?
Oh yeah.
All right,
definitely.
good. Well, we're going to get started. Contestants, please remember, in this round, each question is worth 20 points. And I think you used your brain freeze last round, but either way, your slates are wiped clean, and you each get another one for this round. So, with that said, let's begin the second round. All right, Adam, let's see that question. All right, in baseball, what shape is the home plate? A, circle, B, triangle, C, rectangle, or D, pentagon?
I'm gonna have to go with D, Pentagon, on this one.
Okay, you a big baseball fan? Or?
Oh yes, definitely.
Okay, so you're pretty positive about this answer. All right, well, is the answer D, pentagon? There you go for 20 points over to you, and just like that, the score is now 60 to 50. You're only 10 points down. But Ash could gain 20 points with this question. Let's see if she can do it. Million, billion, trillion, quadrillion, then what? A, septillion, B, sextillion, C, quintillion, or D, octillion? Try saying all those in a row 10 times fast, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to say C, quintillion.
C, quintillion is what you're going with? Okay. Is the answer C, quintillion? That is correct for 20 points over to you. Great job. And we'll go over to Adam for his next question. What is 86 squared? Is it A, 6,467, B, 7,396, C, 8,189, or D, 9,073? You seem dumbfounded now.
I think I'm gonna have to go with B, 7,396.
What do you have, a calculator on your desk or something? You can figure it out pretty fast. You that positive about it? Like
Oh yeah.
Okay, you said B, right?
Yes.
Okay,
Sir.
is the answer B? Wow, I can't believe you actually got that right in like 2 seconds. Okay, 20 points over to you. Great job. I won't ask any questions. Well, I won't look under the desk either. Let's go over to Ashley for her next question. According to Shakespeare, what kills Hamlet? A, final exams, B, poison, C, suffocation, or D, starvation? You a big Shakespeare fan? Or?
No.
Not at all. Okay. I don't think too many people are these days, to be honest with you.
I'm gonna brain freeze this one.
You're gonna brain freeze it over to Adam. All right. Well, Adam, are you a big Shakespeare fan?
Not at all.
Okay. Do you have any idea what the answer is?
I'm gonna minute here to ponder.
Can't use the calculator on your desk for this one.
All right.
What's going through your mind?
Just trying to sort out all the different Shakespeare plays here. I'm getting them a little mixed up.
Well, you must be somewhat of a Shakespeare fan if you know them all, if you're trying to sort them out.
No, they're just jumbling my head right now, but I think I'm gonna have to go with B, poison.
Okay. Did poison kill Hamlet? There you go. You sorted it out the right way, apparently. So that's 20 points over to you. Great job. And right now, you just took the lead, 90 to 80 over Ashley, just like that. 10-point lead. But she can gain 10 points on you with this next question. So let's see it. When Marie Antoinette was Queen of France, who was king? Henry VIII, B, Charles X, C, Louis XVI, or D, Napoleon I? I'll tell you what, I'm surprised I got all those Roman numerals right that first time around.
Okay, let's
You don't
see.
seem too amazed, so I'll shut up now. You have any idea? What's going through your mind?
I am drawing a blank. I'm going to go with C, Louis XVI.
C, Louis XVI, okay. Is the answer C, Louis XVI? Hey, you drew a blank, but you came up with the right answer. Congratulations, 20 points over to you, great job. We'll go back over to Adam, who is now 10 points down. Let's see if he can regain the lead with this question. Which best describes a cheapskate? A, low-cost roller rink gear, B, miser, C, fish on sale, or D, no-brainer producer?
Well, I think I can count off D here, but I'm gonna go with B. Miser.
B, miser, okay. Does a miser best describe a cheapskate? That is correct for 10 points, or 20 points, excuse me, over to you. Great job. Our producer's actually a cheapskate too. Don't tell him I said that. This is the point in the show I like to let you guys know I'm going to be fired for making that comment. But anyway, let's go over to Ashley for her next question. Which is not a three-monkey warning? A, see no evil. B, speak no evil. C, hear no evil. Or D, smell no evil.
Gonna have to go with D, smell no evil.
Okay, is the answer D, smell no evil? Great job for 20 points over to you. Congratulations. 120 right now. You're in the lead over Adam. 120 to 110, 10 points. You guys keep on going back and forth with that 10-point lead. So let's see if you can regain it here with this question. Who is most likely to help fix a broken foot? A, podiatrist. B, neurologist. C, optometrist. Or D, dermatologist.
Well, this one's pretty easy. I'm gonna have to go with A, podiatrist.
Okay, why is it pretty easy? You a foot major or something? Do you like feet? That's what I'm trying to ask you. Are you a foot person?
Not at all.
Not at all, but your answer is A, podiatrist?
Oh, yes.
All right, this is the answer, podiatrist. That is correct for 20 points over to you. Congratulations. Let's go over to Ashley for her next question. Which event took place in November? A, JFK's assassination. B, the first steps on the moon. C, Pearl Harbor attack. Or D, D-Day Normandy. Any clue at all? You ever study anything? I don't know if you can study the month of November. I'm sure there's probably a lot of historical events that have taken place.
I'm gonna have to go with A, JFK's assassination.
Is that purely a guess or just?
Yep.
All right, well, for a guess in the dark, is the answer A? It is. Wow, okay, great guess. Good job. 20 points over to you. We'll go back to Adam for his next question. Which event is not in November? All right. A, Veterans Day. B, All Saints Day. C, Election Day. Or D, Boxing Day.
Gonna have to go with D, Boxing Day on this one.
Okay, you seem pretty confident.
Yes.
Any reason behind that? Or?
Just seemed like the odd one out on this one. So.
Okay, well, is Boxing Day not in November? That is correct for 20 points over to you. Great job. You guys keep on going neck and neck this whole second round. Well, you guys are doing great. Let's go back to Ashley for her next question. Which PC model is made by Dell? A, Aspire. B, Compact. C, Inspiron. D, Gateway.
Okay, I'm gonna guess C, Inspiron.
Okay, you seem pretty confident. Is that another guess or?
Gut feeling.
A gut feeling. Well, so far those gut feelings have been working for you. Is the answer C? That is correct for 20 points over to you. Great job. I think all of your guesses so far have been correct answers, but that's okay. Let's go over to Adam for his next question. Which gemstone is usually blue? A, sapphire. B, garnet. C, ruby. Or D, emerald.
All right, I'm gonna go with my first instinct here as well and go A, sapphire.
Okay, just any reason that's your first instinct? You ever study gemstones at all? Or?
Not at all.
Not at all, okay. All right, well, is the answer A, sapphire? That is correct for 20 points over to you. Great job. And that sound means it's the end of the game. Adam, in a neck-to-neck game, you have outbeat Ashley by 10 points, 170 to 160. You guys both did a great job. I don't know who was going to win. You guys went back and forth the whole time. So, Adam, you'll be moving on to the money round. But first, let's say goodbye to Ashley. Did you have a good time?
Yep, it was fun.
Well, it was fun having you here, and you won't go home empty-handed. We have a party gift for you. So, we'll be back with Adam and the money round. But first, let's go to Casey and see how some of the people around campus deal with some of these questions.
And here's another question. What event is not in November? Is it A, Veterans Day, B, All Saints Day, C, Election Day, or D, Boxing Day?
Trying to think. I used to be in parades on Veterans Day. I think it might be A, Veterans Day. Maybe.
Oh, it was a good guess, but it's actually D, Boxing Day. That's okay. I'm not good with holidays either, so. All right, we got another question for you. So, what event is not in November? Is it A, Veterans Day, B, All Saints Day, C, Election Day, or D, Boxing Day?
Boxing Day?
That's correct. That was good.
Sweet.
Yeah, Boxing Day is not in November, so yeah, thanks a lot for being here with us, and
Thanks for having me.
you're welcome. Good luck with being a teacher.
Thanks. I'll need it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to No Brainer. I am here with Adam in the money round. Adam, you ready to win some cash?
Yes, sir.
All right, well, I hope it works out for you. Let me explain what we're going to do. Over on this table, I have 5 cards, number 1 through 5. In each card is an amount of money, either 0, 25, 50, 75, or $100. What I'm going to have you do is pick one card for me to hold on to, and I'll keep it for a little bit. Then I'm going to have you eliminate 3 of the 4 remaining cards, leaving just the one that I have and the one that's over there on that table. At that point, I'll give you the option of either opening up the one that's in my hands or the one that Charlotte has, and you will receive the amount of money on the inside.
Sounds good.
Sound good? All right, well, with that said, let's begin the money round. All right, Adam, get the card for me.
All right, I'll take lucky number 4.
Lucky number 4. Can we have card 4, Charlotte? All right, thank you very, very much. Adam, I'm going to have you pick another card to eliminate.
All right, we're going to have to go with number 1 to begin with.
Okay, Charlotte, can we see card 1? Ooh, the big money off the board right away. I'm sorry, but there's still the 75 up there and the 50. 50 is good money too, so we'll see if you have a chance here. Go ahead and pick another card for me.
All right, we'll go 2.
All right, Charlotte, can we see card 2, please? $25 off the board. Charlotte, you're cracking me up. All right, well, that's good. Low number off the board for you. That means there's still some big numbers up there. Get and pick one more card.
All right, I'll take number 5.
All right, Charlotte, can we see card 5? She makes it very suspenseful, I can guarantee that. There you go, $0 off the board. She made it suspenseful on purpose, just for that reason right there. All right, so in my hand, I either have the $75 card or the $50 card. So both decent amounts of money. Obviously, you're going to want the 75 more. So at this point, what do you want to do? You want number 4 or do you want number 3 over there?
I'll stick with lucky number 4 here.
Why is number 4 your lucky number?
No reason. Just seemed like the best out of the 5.
I need a lucky number. I'm going to pick 4. All right, that works. All right, Adam, well, let's see what you got. Adam, you won $75 today. Congratulations. The second highest number you could have won. So hopefully you spend it wisely and don't get into too much trouble with that. Well, with that said, for Charlotte Cornish and the No Brainer crew, I'm Sam Iacono. Tune in next week for more No Brainer, and good night.